Hey guys, welcome back to CheatSheetPros.com. Today is Friday, February 18th, and NBA is on its All-Star break, so what do us DGens have to do? Well, if you want some player props, I dug into some college basketball prize pick plays this morning, and I got about 7 of them I'm going to run over with you. I'm going to save the time of going to all the websites like ESPN and RotoWire and looking at all of the stats and digging them up and showing you the differences. I'm going to keep this video short, sweet, to the point so we can get you some plays for this evening. So let's go ahead and take a look. The first one I got is going to be, and I'm not going to pronounce all of their names correctly, Fats Russell, I'm assuming, for Maryland. So the last 2 games, he has 44 combined points. His prop tonight is over 14.5. What really jumped out at me is I was looking at the last 10 game usage stats, and he has the highest usage on his team at 27%. He is a 3-2 overplay over the last 5 games. And in the game where they just hung with Purdue and they lost 62-61, he dropped 24 points. So that was pretty impressive. His raw projection alone, he's projected to be one of the highest scoring players on the slate tonight at 17.5 points. So he's 14.5 on Prize Picks. So he's projected for 3 points over that, which is rare. You normally see the projection under. So again, we like Fats Russell over 14.5 points tonight, going up against a bad Nebraska team. Moving on to the second one is going to be Iverson Molinar. I'm sorry if I pronounce these incorrectly, but we like his points prop to go over 18.5. As you can see here, he's on a 5-0 overrun, and I looked back in his game logs. He's on an 8-3 overrun over the last 11 games. He has the highest usage rate over the last 10 on his team at 29.2%, and he has 48 points over the last 2 games against Alabama and LSU. And Mississippi State, the best thing about them is they're playing at home tonight, where home teams tend to do a lot better, and Mizzou struggles on the road, so he could have a big game. So Iverson Molinar over 18.5 points is the second play that we like tonight. The third play is going to be Julian, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Champagnie, who knows. But we like him to go over 16.5 points tonight. You can see he's had some really big games. He was battling a hip injury somewhere in between these two, so he fell below. So his overs don't look as enticing, but he's got a nice 25.8% usage rate over the last 10 games. He's on a 3-2 overrun, and if you take out those 2 games where he had the hip issue and didn't do as well, other than that, he's put up 27 points twice, and then 21 points the last time against Butler. In that game against Butler, he was 6 for 17, played 35 minutes, and led them to a 75-72 win, so we do like his over. Moving on, another play that we like is going to be Vince Williams for Richmond over 15.5 points. You can see he's on a 4-0 overrun here on the last 5 games, and over the last 7, he's been over it 6 times. And the last game where they played Richmond, he dropped 22 points, which we can see here on January 29th. So we like him to go over 15.5 points again. One that really didn't jump out, but I noticed, was Aaron Thompson over 8.5 points. You can see he's on a 5-0 overrun. He doesn't have a lot of usage for Butler, but he had 9 points the last time against St. John's, and he's been over this every game. So 5-0 over there. And then the next play we got is Sincere Carey over 17.5 points. And we can see here that he's been the high scorer for Kent State in 4 of the last 6 games. And the last time they matched up against Ohio, he dropped 26 points, and he's on a 4-2 overrun over his last 5 games. So I really like the Kent State-Ohio over today. Last time they played, they put up the low 150, so I like him on the Kent State side. And then on the Ohio State side, I'm also going to pair in a Mark Sear, which is one of my favorite plays on the slate. And the last time they played, he was 9 of 15, dropped 28 points here on January 7th when they played Kent State. And I went back and looked at his game logs. He's on a 7-2 overrun. So 7 of the last 9 games, he's been over this number, and he's getting well over the total. This is by far my favorite play on the slate, and he's got 23, 27, 28, and 24 in 4 of the last 5 games. So I'm going to start my cards here and go over. But those are the 7 plays I got, guys. It's CheatSheetPros.com for your daily fantasy sports, player props, and sports betting information. Have a good day and go make some money.